Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to more Overwatch news out there. Of course, our thoughts right now on the current controversy out there, and definitely a serious issue. I do want to preface and say I think this entire issue is very, very serious. I know people out there still think he might be trolling, that being, of course, Dafran. If you guys are following the timeline so far of the crazy last few weeks here, going to be some crazy stuff, of course, in the back half of the episode. Also going to talk about our brand new hero, Hero 29, which is not Nemesis like we thought it was going to be based off that very slight rumor, but a more serious issue out there on the background of Dafran over the last 3 weeks, definitely experiencing, in my own opinion, some pretty serious issues. Obviously going to work towards fixing those issues as well, as he will compete in this next season of Overwatch League with the new team Atlanta Reign. You hop back, and if you want to do a quick TLDR, back to October 28th when he first signed with that team, it was a big surprise. Of course, besides Overwatch Michael starting on those rumors out there, he did correctly predict those. I'll link some of his stuff down below for all of you. It was actually on October 28th we found out for sure that Dafran would be joining Overwatch League, of course surpassing Contenders, which many of the rumors started out thinking he would actually join that league. He jumps them as well. Of course, you know, ever since his kick from Selfless and then his Overwatch ban from Contender Season 0 and 1, many people thought this is definitely a guy you either really, really want or you really, really don't. And I'm going forward, I'm still not sure what the thought process might be about this. So, of course, October 28th, he's officially signed. Less than 2 weeks later, guys, November 7th, he then says he's going to be quitting Overwatch altogether. His contract is ended. And then as of yesterday, guys, less than 24 hours later, he said he is sorry. He was not joking about it. He was going to quit, and he takes back everything he did say. He'll continue with the Atlanta Reign. At one point in time, though, he actually had uninstalled Overwatch. He was then even trolling in matches. I'll show you guys some of those clips as well.
One up.
Oh, Bastion, go left side, platform.
Healer or Ashe? Dafran, you're not healing!
Sorry, I will report him to
We did it, boys. And in my own opinion, you guys can definitely comment down below what you guys think about this, but from my own opinion, it does seem obviously a very unstable mental state as of lately. And again, you can imagine the pressure he is under, notoriously known for a troller, and then obviously, you know, a life-changing event like this can be a pretty substantial thing to change your mental state like this, but you definitely have to worry, I think, as an organization. Now, I did talk about this a couple weeks ago, and of course, when he was first signed, it's a great pickup, right? A guy with a big streaming background, and definitely eyes are pointed towards him, whether for good or bad reasons. It's definitely a good pickup for some organizations if you want to take the risk on him, and this is definitely a situation that proves how risk averse this guy can certainly be. Within 24 hours, he goes from quitting the game, uninstalling, saying he hates the game, and also he questioned as well what he would do with his future because every other game is boring.
Dude, if I were to quit Overwatch, I don't know what I would do, dude. I don't know, because all games are fucking boring.
And within 24 hours later, he takes back those statements. He also did note, though, he'll be streaming a lot less and focusing on himself. I think the good call here, I still am definitely going to be a big fan of him and follow him for his future, but it definitely makes you realize the risk that comes behind players like this. And I am a little bit worried about his future, and I hope he can stay stable enough and definitely correct whatever is going on in his life that is causing these issues. But that is the Dafran situation, guys. All within about 2.5 weeks' time, we had some pretty big announcements. So I hope the best for him in the future. I don't know what you guys think about this, but also in big controversy, we have the new hero, obviously live for testing out there for all of you guys, and that will be Ashe. Not going to be Nemesis with a railgun or a stun or a nuke for their ultimate ability, but it will be Ashe. Still quite powerful so far throughout testing. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay as well as the abilities so far, which I think are going to be definitely maybe shifting the meta, definitely going to be used herself in the meta itself, and I cannot wait to see what pro players can do with this character because she definitely deserves some skill. She needs the skill to be effective, but she is looking very powerful so far. So her Viper will be her primary weapon, guys. It does more damage as you zoom in, but also it does hip fire. I don't see many people hip firing so far from the clips I've seen. It does more damage when you're zoomed in, but also when you're hip firing, has of course a wider reticle and a wider hitbox on top of it. She also has a throwable dynamite. It takes 2 seconds to explode if you just want to throw it, but you can also instant explode it if you want to shoot it as well. And when you do throw it, it does auto align with your crosshairs, so an instant shot is actually not near as difficult as you might think. So far, I've also seen the jump shot ability, seen seems to be pretty accurate. It still requires some aim, some pullback towards the center, but you can also do many jump shots, which again, her mobility seems to be absolutely insane so far. On top of that though, she also has kind of a Lucio boop. It can be used as a knockback as well as a jump boost though, and again, that kind of adds to her mobility fixture of that. And then very lastly, her little ult is actually called, well, not so little at all, it's actually Bob. He's an AoE knockup, and on top of that, once he's done knocking those enemies up, he then continues to attack them for I think around 10 to 15 seconds. So again, ultimately this kit seems to be pretty hefty so far. I would not be surprised to see a slight nerf come, of course, the next time the PTR does go live or before she goes live in the game itself. As of right now, this could be meta changing. Of course, not going to guarantee anything, but definitely going to be a fun hero to watch play, especially for all the skilled players out there. From the clips we have seen so far, if you can hit those shots with a Viper and then of course use the rest of the kit convincingly, you can do high damage, high disengage, as well as if you want to run in there as well and use Bob, well, feel free to. You can also use him from a distance if you want to. So far the hero seems pretty insane. Oh, and then very lastly, for team announcements, for team names, we have the Guangzhou Charge as well as the Paris Eternal. And Guangzhou Charge, GZ, if you want to use the exact letters of the name, it's up to them, obviously. And then the Paris Eternal, I don't know, I felt a little bit anticlimactic about these logos so far. Paris Eternal seems to look a bit like a chicken. If you look, I don't know, am I the only one who actually sees that? But as always, I hope you guys all enjoyed. My name is Jake. I will see you back here next week. More Overwatch news out there. There's been so much stuff happening. I do apologize. Of course, we missed the BlizzCon announcement, but hopefully we have made up for it with the whole Dafran situation. I really do hope the best for that guy in the future and hope that he stays on that roster. Will it happen is the big question. But as always, I will see you guys all back here next time. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for the great comments, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.